Truth Seekers. Welcome back. Zach here. A lot of people are letting me know that RedSilverJ, TeamWakeEmUp, uploaded a video today taking a stab at Gematria. So I want you to hear him in his own words, and then I'm going to give him and all of his viewers who aren't aware of Gematria a free lesson, making what he showed today even more relevant. So let's listen to RedSilverJ in his own words, and then I'll tell you why he probably took this stab at me today, January 9th specifically. It might be a fair play by him. But let's first hear RedSilverJ in his own words.
I made a video about this so-called shooting on the day of, and I made it very easy to understand. But today I'm going to simplify it even more. So you don't have no excuse, so you don't have no little leeway, because you still try to play stupid, some of y'all fake jokers. You don't get that chance. And just like the other video, I have to reintroduce myself, because maybe y'all don't know what's going on over here. Maybe you don't know what I'm about. Well, you should know. I am not a flat earther. That's government disinfo. I couldn't be doing that on this channel or on any other channel. No gematria, no coded, no none of that dumb stuff. That's fake as well. Government lies. And I don't talk about that stupid clone bullcrap either. Cloning article December 29th. Oh, the dates are so important in this case. And I'm not talking about the numbers. Oh no, Joker. I'm talking about, look at what they're saying. Dangerous open carry bill filed in Florida Senate. Take action now. No open carry of firearms in Florida. Join our petition to stop Senate Bill 140 today.
Okay, so I'm going to link this entire video in the description so you can watch it all, but I just wanted to play very quickly the two stabs he takes at me and Gematria. He says that Gematria is a joke for dumb people. Was that his words? And then he said it was part of government misinformation. And then he makes fun of by the numbers, a phrase that I use often. If you watch this video, what he's saying is the New World Order is real, and the New World Order controls our media and government, and they're staging these false flag shootings because they want to take everyone's guns, as the New World Order has already done in other countries, such as the United Kingdom after the Dunblane massacre. And he doesn't bring up the United Kingdom or the Dunblane massacre, but what he's saying is true. The New World Order has taken guns away from people in other parts of the world. And what RedSilverJ has said in all of his videos consistently since he came on the scene around the time of Sandy Hook, what he has been consistent about is these false flags, their eventual purpose is to disarm the American populace. And he might really believe that. A lot of people believe that. But it is a mistaken belief. The fact of the matter is, these false flag shootings, the primary thing that they do right now is boost gun and ammunition sales and make a lot of profit for the military industrial complex, the companies that are invested in arms manufacturing. Since the time of the Sandy Hook shooting, there have been record sales quarterly for guns and ammunition. And since that period of time, we've gotten tons of false flag shootings. RedSilverJ and so many other channels, they never mention this part of the agenda. You know, he got on the scene after Sandy Hook, RedSilverJ, after that false flag. Does RedSilverJ know that the nation's second biggest gun lobby behind the NRA is located in Newtown, Connecticut, directly across the street from the elementary school? A gun lobby wouldn't have any interest in a shooting hoax if it was only to disarm people. These gun lobbies make revenue off gun sales, so they want to see more gun sales. The nation's second biggest gun lobby, right across the street from the elementary school in Sandy Hook in Newtown, Connecticut. So anyway, I'm going to educate RedSilverJ about how Gematria, it's not for shilling, it's not to mislead people, it's to give them more information, more knowledge, and see through how things are being orchestrated. So here in this part of the video, he's talking about this petition that came out December 31st to stop a bill that will be discussed tomorrow, January 10th, in Florida's state Senate. A bill that's about creating more open carry rights for Florida citizens, including the right to carry in an airport. So that's a bill that might be passed tomorrow in the Florida State Senate. There's a petition out there to stop this bill. And what RedSilverJ is saying is this shooting was to gain traction for this petition to stop the bill that will be discussed tomorrow in Florida's State House. So here's what he would realize if he knew about Gematria. And the only reason RedSilverJ doesn't know about Gematria is because he doesn't want to know. The entire time I've been doing this, I've reached out to the bigger channels who I thought were on the same page as me, people such as RedSilverJ and many others. There's a lot of people who I've shared this Gematria knowledge with, and they've never taken the time to respond to me. From RedSilverJ to PK to so many more. I've said, you guys, start incorporating this Gematria knowledge in your videos. It will reveal even further about how these agendas are planned out. So this Take Action Now is about stopping the expanded open carry laws in Florida, which RedSilverJ talks about. Notice that Take Action Now sums to 52, just like open carry. You think that's a coincidence? RedSilverJ said that this was an agenda pushed by the NWO, the New World Order. NWO, 52. 52, as I documented, I put out multiple videos on this shooting. Had one out within an hour of the news breaking. I predicted what the shooter's name, Gematria, would be. I predicted that his name would be connected to Three Kings Day. This happened on Three Kings Day, the Latin, Hispanic, Spanish holiday connected to Christmas. They ended up giving us a Latin shooter with a name directly connected to Three Kings Day. And I predicted all of this before it even happened. And here RedSilverJ wants to come out making a video attacking Gematria when I just used Gematria to show how the false flag details would unfold before they even unfolded. You can go back and watch this video and then the one I put out after saying, see, just like I told you, it came true again. And for the record, on my channel, I have nearly 2,000 videos, hundreds of predictions in those videos, and hundreds of correct predictions. I have made more correct predictions by understanding this language of Gematria than any person has witnessed anyone else do in the history of this world. You could probably take 10 people who you know have had correct predictions, take all their correct predictions, put them together, and it probably wouldn't be a fraction of what I've gotten right on this channel. All because I figured out how the powers that be, the New World Order, operate by this numerology, numerical Gematria code. So anyway, let's get back to the 52, because there's a whole lot more. They kept coding 52 into this story. Look, here was a headline, family, shooting suspect lost his mind. And all the news networks used this phrase about him, that he lost his mind after returning from the Iraq War. Part 2. Lost his mind, the emphasized phrase. Anytime you see a phrase emphasized like that in the media, there's Gematria there. Gematria is mostly a Jewish practice. Who controls your media? The Jewish Zionists. Lost his mind, 52. Government, 52. Prophecy, 52. Terrorist, 52. They said he was a terrorist inspired by ISIS. They even said he flew on an Air Canada flight. And then Air Canada came out and said, no, he didn't. We don't have any flight record of that man on our plane. And then they said, oh, our mistake. He actually flew on a Delta flight. But notice, Air Canada 52. This is just how they create the stories. Again and again, fictional characters, fictional shootings, false flag propaganda. This petition, Take Action Now, to stop the expanded open carry, in the wording of it, look at how it begins. SB 140 would allow concealed carry permit holders to open carry their handguns and remove the prohibition of handguns in previously protected areas, including airports. You know? This was written December 31st, or excuse me, December 29th, days, more than a week before the shooting at the airport in Florida. and this petition is for Florida. They're also saying that when he was flying from Alaska on his way to Florida, they're saying that he specifically flew to that airport to attack it. I mean, just think about that. Who would fly to a certain airport all the way across, the U.S.? It's just such a ridiculous story. But they're saying he stopped in Minnesota on the way to Florida. Minnesota has Gematria of 38, just like Florida. Killing equals 38, death 38. Another number that we see used often around these false flags. But look at how heavily the 52s are coded into this story. And even the petition that RedSilverJ brings up while disrespecting knowledge that anyone who's awake should want to know. Why is RedSilverJ trying to keep people away from this knowledge? I'll tell you why, Truth Seeker. It's the same reason he never acknowledges how these shootings boost gun sales. RedSilverJ's half-truthing it. And not only that, now he's pushing people away from truth. You know what the word is for that? It's called a shill. It's called a shill, and there's a lot of them out here. That's why RedSilverJ has 100,000 subs, which he's had since Sandy Hook. You think they'd let his channel blow up like that after Sandy Hook? From no subs to 100,000 subs overnight? You know the way YouTube works. They squash stats. They hold down views. They won't let you like a video. They won't let you sub. That's what they do when you're putting out real truth and you're not part of the shill network. RedSilverJ doesn't have that problem because he's part of the network. So anyway, this petition, it was written by Pamela Goodman, president of League of Women Voters of Florida. That name Goodman always stands out. Goodman equals 33. Like masonry, like secrecy, like federal, like order, like false flag, like Newtown. I remember RedSilverJ shilling exactly a year ago and a story that was all coded with 33. RedSilverJ, he made fun of Robbie Parker. He put out that video, Robbie Parker, that smiling parent asking for the donations after the Sandy Hook shooting. Robbie Parker in Newtown. You just put the Gematria coding on top of these bogus stories and you can reveal a lot more to your audience. And again, I'm asking you, RedSilverJ, I'd like for you to respond to this video. Why would you not want to share this knowledge with your viewers? Robbie Parker in Newtown, the false flag at Sandy Hook. All just a coincidence, I'm sure. And again, just as a reminder, NRA, the biggest gun lobby in the nation, NRA 33, number of the Freemasons. It's amazing how many gun manufacturers have 33 coded into their name. U.S. gun manufacturers and more. Companies like Walther in Germany got the 33 coded into their name. So anyway, I put out multiple videos on the shooting at the airport, showing how it was encoded by the numbers, just as all these false flags are. I'll link both of these videos in the description. Another video I'll link is my breakdown of Sandy Hook, how it's all by the numbers, why they reported that Adam Lanza was 112 pounds. Why would they need to tell us that Adam Lanza was 112 pounds in regards to this shooting? It's because these people do things by the numbers, and it's not to be laughed at. Sandy Hook in Gematria equals 112. 112 is the alt dialing code for 911. When Sandy Hook happened, I was working at a private school. Parents that day were freaking out in Seattle, Washington, all the way across the country from Connecticut, wanting to pick up their children early. I hadn't seen fear like that in the nation since 911. And here was Sandy Hook, 112, the alt dialing code for 911. I'll link this video if you've never checked it out. I offer a $1,000 reward to anyone who can prove that any children died at Sandy Hook. The entire story coded out. And the thing is, being aware of this Gematria, you see how the powers that be work by the same numbers again and again throughout history. This past year, September 28th, 2016, a date with 73 numerology, they said a shooter targeted first graders at Townville, South Carolina Elementary School. First graders are what were targeted at Sandy Hook reportedly, and in history, it was first graders that were killed and the Dune Blaine massacre in the United Kingdom that got gun rights taken away from UK citizens. Now look at this. The date of the shooting in Townville, South Carolina was a date with 73 numerology, targeting first graders. Dune Blaine, a killing spree with first graders. Dune Blaine equals 73. The Dune Blaine shooting happened on the 73rd day of the calendar year. I have a video on this if you want to check it out. Search Zachary K. Hubbard, Dune Blaine. I think I even go into it in this Sandy Hook video as well. Adam Lanza, the shooter at Sandy Hook who targeted the first graders. Adam Lanza equals 73. Sandy Hook also on the 73rd meridian west. How perfect. How perfect. Dune Blaine, the small way, sums to 28. The date of this shooting in Townville was also a date with 28 numerology. With regards to first graders being the coded detail of the story, first graders has Gematria of 144, a number used all throughout history in killing, false flags, assassinations. I've been talking about this since 2013. You know, just recently we saw the false flag shooting hoax in Turkey, the assassination at the art gallery. The art gallery's name equaled 144. It just happens again and again and again. This is the proof that Gematria is no joke. And it's just amazing how all these big channels take swipes at Gematria and myself, and more people don't clue in. You know, these big channels that have all these subscribers, they don't really point out anything that's helpful or useful. Does RedSilverJ have any correct predictions in the history of his thing? His channel? He's just exposing the obvious and telling people that the shootings are all about coming to take your guns and put you in FEMA camps, which isn't true. But anyway, just all these stories, coded to the teeth. Townville, the shooting happened in Townville, Townville 42. When you write out 42, it sums to 142. They had the tribute for Lil Jacob, one of the two first graders killed reportedly at 1:42 in the afternoon. I tried to call that school district and get the people on the line for why they did it at 1:42. They wouldn't call me back. Otherwise, that would have been a video I had for you months ago. Where this shooting happened at in South Carolina, the name of the town, Anderson, South Carolina, as you'd write it on an envelope, Anderson SC, also had Gematria of 112, like Sandy Hook. This is the same shooting. That we were just talking about earlier this year, September 28th, 2016, that has major parallels to Sandy Hook. There's so much more to show you, but I mean, already what I've shown you is enough. And anyone with a brain, anyone who cares about the truth, anyone who's interested in educating the masses and getting the word out, they gotta be showing this Gematria knowledge, not putting it down. I imagine RedSilverJ is someone who's paid to do what he does. Like all shills are. Half-truth. So anyway, here's why RedSilverJ probably took the stab at me today, January 9th. He's a patient man. It was January 9th, 2016, exactly 1 year ago today. Let me turn a light on in here, Truth Seeker. It's 4:04 p.m. I didn't mean to go to the time right then, but it's only 4:04 p.m. out here, and it's like already midnight outside, as dark as it gets. I hate it. Can't wait for the summer. But anyway, January 9th, 2016, I took a stab at RedSilverJ because he really pissed me off with this video. He put out a video last year on the story of black youngster being harassed by the police, wrongfully arrested for pulling out money out of the bank. And he did this video about, you know, he made it all racial. Like, and there was a lot of truth to what he was saying, but it's like, come on, RedSilverJ, if you see that the media is creating bogus propaganda to stir people up, to divide them, to make them fight over nonsense, then you should see what this story is about right here. One of the major signs of the hoax was this entire scene right here in the video news of this. If you've ever been arrested by the police, they don't mess around with the handcuffs. They don't handcuff one wrist and then forget to handcuff the other. Notice they have one wrist handcuffed and the handcuffs hanging, leaving the three. Leaving the three. When you have two handcuffs uncuffed and you hang them, it looks just like 33. Remember in Gematria, police equals 33? Like masonry, like secrecy, like race war? Rodney King beaten on 3-3 by the LAPD? Not by coincidence? All throughout history, these racially divisive stories, the number 33 coded front and center, the number of the Freemasons who believe in divide and conquer. And I wonder if RedSilverJ himself is a Freemason, perhaps in Prince Hall, perhaps why he's disrespecting the Gematria knowledge. And this story right here about this rapper wrongfully arrested, it was in Atlanta from the 33rd parallel. ATL equals 33, named after the lost city of Atlantis, which equals 33. The rapper's name was Sam Benson. Sam equals 33, Benson 33, the three hanging off the handcuffs, and this made-up propaganda story that RedSilverJ wanted to make a video about and talk about racial discrimination. And, you know, I'll give him a pass because there is some truth to it. You know, all shills have truth. But what he should have been showing is how bogus that story was and how obviously fake it was based on the handcuffs. So anyway, what happened last year, and the reason I made this video, is because I was responding to him, giving him this knowledge about 33, and he just kept deleting all of my posts. And I know sometimes YouTube deletes comments. Sometimes it's YouTube getting rid of the comments. But it was obvious because I kept posting it and it kept getting deleted, and then I responded to one of his comments with it, and then he even got rid of his own comment. What I ended up showing him is, hey, RedSilverJ, who made your name anyway? Because the name RedSilverJ in Gematria sums to 59, number stamped all over black people. This is TeamWakeEmUp, RedSilverJ, same person. RedSilverJ equals 59, like Negro, like slave, like blues. Motown Records came out in 59. The name Rodney King equals 59. The other number stamped on black people is 42. Rodney King, born on April 2nd, died at age 47 on the date that became the Charleston church shooting propaganda hoax by the numbers, completely encoded with Gematria. Dylan Stormroof equals 74. White supremacist equals 74. He was arrested on Interstate 74. The street name that the church is on, Calhoun, equals 74. The man who founded the church has name Gematria of 74, plus so much more. So anyway, RedSilverJ has the 59 stamp on him. I'm guessing it was given to him by his Zionist Jewish bosses, the same people who make this fake media, and the same people who control the opposition. And why do they control the opposition? So that the opposition also steers the truth seekers astray, as RedSilverJ does. Saying it's all about taking your guns, which isn't part of the agenda in the United States of America. Yeah, the New World Order has done that in other places, but they're not going to do it here in the U.S. The NWO doesn't do the exact same things in every country that they control. Here in the U.S., they want us to have all these guns so that we kill ourselves in the end. Plus, there's too many guns in the U.S. to ever come claim them. Do you know how many people have unregistered weapons? Do you know how many unregistered weapons there are floating all over this country? There are multiple guns for every person in this nation, and half of them are unregistered. You'll never clean up all the guns in the U.S. And that's by design. So RedSilverJ, he's got a lot to learn. Either that, or, he doesn't want to learn. He just wants to keep on shilling. Here's another one for you, RedSilverJ. AIDS, supposedly discovered in 59 in the Belgian Congo. And let's just type out Belgian Congo together. Spelling's crucial. Belgian Congo, 59. AIDS in 59. A lot of people think AIDS was targeted at gay communities and black communities. And I think that's 100% true. Race war, AIDS, Africa. So I could go on, I could say more. RedSilverJ, you end all your videos with that catchy slogan. The truth is, you got a lot more to say, and I want to hear back from you on why you're disrespecting Gematria, lying about the knowledge, not incorporating it, putting it down. Look, I just showed you. In your own presentation, had you taken the time to do the simple decodes, and it's not like Gematria takes that much work. Take action now. How fast can you type that out? Open carry, He's telling you it's your government. He said it's your government doing this to you. He even said it's the NWO. Again, English rolled out around the same time as the United States of America. Here, just another quick lesson for you. I mean, I could just teach you all day. English, Gematria, holiday, English, Gematria based on the alphabetic order. And what's our holiday over here for Independence Day? What day do we celebrate that? Is it 7/4? Independence Day 74? No, RedSilverJ, Gematria is not for government, Psy-Op, shield, whatever you said in the beginning. There's a reason we've never been taught about Gematria. It's because if we're aware of this, we learn to see through a lot of things very quick. RedSilverJ is always trying to take swipes at the intelligence of people who don't get his work. You know, RedSilverJ, I don't want to take a swipe at your intelligence because I think you're a pretty funny guy, honestly. I just think there's more important things in this world than shilling for a few dollars, like putting out the truth. And I hope I can inspire you to take on that same kind of philosophy. Until next time, truth seekers.